All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CAGcast episode number 657. I'm your host, GPD, here in Long Island, New York. And as always, we're joined by the man who's still playing Avengers, Wombat.
That's true. I played today.
I know. I don't lie. If I just made stuff up, it wouldn't be relevant. It would be slanderous.
I know. I get it. And trust me, I don't know why. I think I just don't know what else to play, and it's just sitting there.
There's literally anything. Like
I don't. I
There's
just
so
something
much
of there's something that I just keep coming back to. Like I have unfinished missions in the game. Like there's this one mission tree that's not finished.
what do you have to do in that mission?
Other missions. That's the problem.
But what's the theme?
Oh, I go to a place that's brown. I punch robots.
I played this mission, I think. I must have done this.
When I punched enough robots, the screen freezes and says mission completed.
And then there's 2 minutes of waiting.
Yeah.
And sometimes the same character appears twice while you're waiting.
I did unlock a new outfit today, though, so that was kind of, that made it a little worth it.
It's your fault that they're making games like this that everybody else hates.
Why are you doing this to us? Although I don't know if it is because if I don't spend any money on the other, I'm the person that should be playing the game because I'm not going to spend any additional money on the game. And then they look at their business model and go, oh, here's people that are buying the game once and never spending any more money. We should tailor our games towards that audience because they're the ones who keep coming back. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
You didn't even pay for the game. You got it for free.
I did from Verizon. Yes.
All right. So they're not winning with you.
Mm-hmm.
But at least you have the people who may actually spend money have somebody to play with.
Exactly. I haven't spent any money on this game, so I don't know.
Shipwreck is hiding under the desk. He's so embarrassed for you that you keep playing Avengers. He can't.
That's okay. I also played some Fortnite for the show too.
Oh, really?
I'm really shocked about both.
We'll talk about that later.
So you played Fortnite and Avengers this week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And some G.I. Joe. Those are my 3 games.
All right. I'll talk about some G.I. Joe with you.
Those are the 3 games on my roster.
For later, though.
Most of the feedback on Twitter wanted to know what Shipwreck thought about G.I. Joe, but I thought we answered that last week.
Yeah, that was the only. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we can talk about it now or later.
Well, it's literally the only show feedback. So
perfect. We'll talk about it here just very shortly.
First, we have to talk about birthdays.
First, we have to talk about taking Ty to Benihana for his 13th birthday in a socially distant Benihana.
Are they still doing they're doing the cooking at the tables?
They are, but most of the tables are not available for service. They have
the chefs at the next table over.
He's
lobbing your food from 20 feet away.
No, the chef. Here's the crazy part. First of all, happy birthday to Ty, turning 13. He's officially a teenager. It's crazy that he's.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that one of the ages that you do bar mitzvah something at?
So Ty's not technically Jewish because your mother has to be Jewish. Otherwise, you're not Jewish. Basically,
okay.
That's how it works. That's how the Jewish.
And that's what in Reform Judaism they're pretty accepting of whatever.
As long as your check clears at the temple.
Yeah, they really don't care.
But I don't really want to waste his time with that stuff. It's one thing to learn the stories and the history. It's another thing to spend hours a week just kind of.
Yeah, well, why spend hours a week learning Hebrew when he could spend hours a week learning Japanese?
Well, and you don't even learn Hebrew.
I know.
You're just learning how to read Hebrew. Did you learn Hebrew when you went to Hebrew school?
Absolutely not.
Right. You can't say anything, right?
No.
Nothing.
Although I'm in this situation now where my daughter wants a bat mitzvah.
Yeah,
that's what she wanted.
That's what she. You know what? That's what happens when you leave religion up to your children. They discover it.
Well, she discovered the presents part and the party part. I think.
That honestly is a part. It's definitely a part of it. I'm not going to lie about that. Yes, but there is also the Jewish thing.
She wants to be part of a minion. Is that what it is?
She's into it. I don't know.
Shipwreck, a minion is a.
I know they're little yellow guys.
Yellow guys. One is named Stuart.
Yeah, that's I figured they were all Jewish. All the little minions were.
Mhm.
They all had.
That's
Jewish
why they
names.
have. I was gonna say that's why they all have big noses, but they don't have noses.
You need a certain number of
They're just walking
adult
Jew noses.
to have an official Jewish service, and that number is called a minion. And what's the
It's
number,
spelled
Wombat?
differently though. Isn't it like 12 or 15?
I don't think. I thought it was 10. I'm pretty sure it's 10.
Is it 10? I said 12. Like 12 is so far off.
I got to Google that shit right
They
now.
didn't go with
I
any
know.
holy numbers
Oh,
here
sorry,
for this.
tweeted,
The Jew number is usually 18. That's like the magic number for Judaism. All denominations of gifts are supposed to be like a form of 18, like 18, or like give someone $36 on their birthday is the traditional gift.
I thought that's just what you asked for.
Yeah, no, no, I don't ask for
$36.
I just got a
36.
Oh. Sorry. Oh, there it is. Sorry. I lost my cursor for a second.
Oh,
And I
how
was
dare
like-
you!
Oh, I couldn't find out what a minion was. I'm supposed to be Googling minion.
I know.
It's
I
gotta
thought
be
you-
10,
I thought you
right?
had it.
How
I can't believe no
many
one in the
minion? 10. Of course.
10.
I paid attention, Wombat, unlike you.
more than me. I never said I was good at this.
Right. Anyway, so we went to Benihana, and it was surprisingly crowded for a Tuesday night during a pandemic, on Long Island. And sure, they have the tables apart, but they had chefs like back to back. The chefs were back to back at the, with each serving the other, each serving their own table. And, the people at the table are socially distant, but the chefs are literally like their backs are touching each other. It was a little, I wasn't expecting that part. But Ty loved it. And he got a lot of presents. He got an Overwatch. He got a Bastion Lego, which just seemed pretty cool. It seems motorized. I don't know what exactly moves on it. And he got a drawing tablet and a hand-me-down camera that I bought for Mrs. Cheapy for her birthday like a long time ago that she never used.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good job.
So he's
Yeah,
excited.
the restaurants around here. Have I told you guys about the Texas Roadhouse by my house before?
Where Patrick Swayze was at?
He could be. I could have been at some point.
It sounds
he
familiar.
He might be there.
He used to fuck guys like Shipwreck in prison.
Yeah.
Is that what he said?
So the Texas Roadhouse by my house, it's the, I don't know, like upper middle scale steakhouse that is in our region, right? Like that's within like
I'm familiar with the Texas
a
Roadhouse. It's a
15
chain.
mile
Yeah.
radius from us.
So it's better than
this is the
Sizzler.
steakhouse.
Better than Sizzler.
Oh yeah, it's legitimate.
There's
It's just
I
not-
want to say there's actually one close to my house.
Anyway,
it's a chain steakhouse.
Right.
Yeah.
it's like Outback,
below,
probably,
like
right?
you're getting dressed up for. It's got peanuts on the floor and stuff.
There's one near me. There's one near your ping pong place, Cheapy.
Oh, how exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they shut down a little bit during the pandemic, but like anytime I leave the house and get on the highway, it's like right there on the exit. Like you can see it, like getting on the highway. And before the pandemic, they would have so many cars in the parking lot that they'd be overflowing to other parking lots.
Okay. That seems
We
good.
are back to that now.
Oh,
Somehow,
already?
yeah, already we are back to that. It's overflowing into the bankrupt Ruby Tuesdays parking lot.
Ruby Tuesdays didn't make it?
No, Ruby Tuesdays. It's literally right next to the Texas Roadhouse. The Ruby Tuesdays is.
Wombat just missed
There would
the
never be
prime
more
joke.
than like 6 people in the Ruby Tuesday.
What, you wanted me to say something?
Yes.
Yeah.
You were supposed to sing Goodbye Ruby Tuesdays. Because they went out of
Oh.
business.
Well.
But
oh
you were too
well.
busy reading the chat. No,
No,
nobody's writing about you.
No, no one is writing
So,
about it.
have you been to any restaurants, Chip?
I've been to maybe like 3 restaurants during this all outdoor seating.
Got it.
All really not my idea, but things that I couldn't like really put a
Yeah.
hard stance on.
Yeah.
But there's no outdoor seating at this Texas Roadhouse. It's
It's a Roadhouse.
you're inside, and I know I've been in that restaurant. There's no way all these cars that are in this parking lot are any kind of socially distanced inside there.
Check it out and report back.
I will not do that.
See if you can use the restroom. You have to wear a mask, I assume, like when you walk in at all, or no?
you're supposed to.
But people are
then
just like, whatever. Nobody
It's
cares.
the type of restaurant where like they literally, I don't know if they literally have barrels of peanuts that you like pick your hands into and get your peanuts out and like eat them there.
Like a Five Guys.
Yeah, and then they have like these rolls that have apple butter, I think it is. Apple
Mhm.
cinnamon butter that they're gonna bring to your table right away. So as soon as you come in the restaurant, they're like, "Here, put this food in your mouth," and the mask is gonna come right off.
Right. It's like a Simpsons sketch. The food's just gonna start dropping from the ceiling, and you. Anyway.
So yeah, Texas Roadhouse not in trouble of going out of business anytime soon.
That's good to know.
I'll have to check and tell you if the one by me gets very busy. It's by the it's actually right by the I have to pass it to get to the vet that I have to get to on Friday. So because I have that to deal with. You see? Because a dog in my neighborhood bit my dog.
Why?
That stinks. Because owners don't know how to keep their dogs in their yards, and a dog got out and ran up to my dog that we were walking on a leash, attacked my dog, and the owner came out, ran and grabbed it, but it was too late, and we walked away. Actually, I wasn't on the walk. My wife walked away, didn't think there was anything wrong, and it wasn't until she got back home that she saw the blood. So, poor Tima.
Right. Did Tima, like, what kind of dog was the other dog?
Like some sort of mix.
Some shitty dog.
Some shitty dog.
Not imported.
Not an imported Spanish dog like I have.
Right.
You know.
Did Tima
Do you
cry?
think this was because your dog was an American?
I think so. I think this was a racially charged attack.
This climate in this country is so divided now.
Yeah.
Even the
Tima will
dogs.
be fine. She needs to get some stitches. It is what it is. That's fine.
Right.
I hope she does better soon.
Thank you. She hates the cone, but put the cone on her, she just gets sad and she just lays on the floor.
Right.
Like yesterday, we put the cone on her and she just laid down in front of the TV. Like, I'm sad. Look, notice how sad I am.
Right. Were you on the floor next to her doing the same thing?
You lay down next to her and you pat her on the back. You're
Right.
like, we get it. You're depressed.
Right.
It won't be forever.
Right.
So am I.
Exactly.
We have a lot in
I'm
common.
like, it's ridiculous between this and the surprise medical bill I got on Friday. So yeah, but that's a whole other thing that they said may take 2 years to resolve. 2 years.
Yeah, but you don't have to pay it in the meantime.
No, I don't have to pay anything
So
in the
who gives a
meantime.
shit?
So
Fuck 'em.
fingers crossed. I just need fingers crossed that
You
one.
need to take a few deep breaths, I feel.
I know. Well, we know how much the dog stitching is going to cost. Like, even if nothing gets covered, it's still less than an Xbox. That's all I care about.
It's good value right there.
Yeah. Like, okay, let's put it in perspective. Okay, that's fine. That works out. Okay. It's the other one that's the problem. The dog's fine. That is what it is. That's fine.
Right. The other one, you're not going to have to pay either, so it's not a problem. We just solved all your
you know
problems.
what? Be right. That's all I have to say to you. Be right.
Get back to me in 2 years. Let me know if they're looking for that money.
Ugh. Bob Ross in the comments says, take your kids to the vet next time. I'm like, you're right.
They do good work.
they do good work, and I wouldn't have
Right. Look, I mean, if you have like a scar or two on your face, it's not like the be all.
whatever.
Like,
It just means
whatever.
tough guy.
Exactly.
You saw the scars.
I did.
It's fine.
It looks cool. It looks like Indiana Jones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that's all I got.
How about
I
some
know.
show feedback?
Let's better moods. Better moods.
Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. You just told us basically that everything is fine and that you have
Okay.
nothing to worry about. But
I'm
you're
gonna
still
say you're
worry about
right.
it.
I know.
Right.
I need to stop worrying so
Right.
much.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. See, we
I
agree.
need to stop and enjoy the bomb.
Bomb?
Yeah, that's stop worry. How I learned to stop worrying and enjoy
bomb.
the bomb. Yeah, never mind. Cthulhu. Oh, Cthulhu ate you. There you go. It took me a second. I'm like, what's the 8 in there? Okay. Cthulhu
This guy's
ate you
probably
has to
submitted like
say.
1,000 questions and we still don't know his name.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Thank you for the great show and the G.I. Joe review. Sounds like a wait to go on sale game? ? And R.I.P. Master Tablet. I enjoy Master Tablet.
No,
I think
Master Tablet.
Master Tablet. It's even better. Cheapy, make sure to pour one out for it. Liquid of your choice. That's gross.
Right. No liquids involved. You can't. Yeah. Yeah.
So here's your chance, Ship. Any final words on G.I. Joe?
I finished the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's got quite a few levels, 17 levels by the time you get through them all.
Wow, I did not realize that.
I quite enjoyed it for the fan service. As far as the gameplay goes, same thing I said last week. Really, it's a average to slightly above average shooter, but it makes up for it with all the GI Joe-ness around it.
We got to the first Snake Eyes level because, like I said, I mentioned last week I'm playing through this with my son, and as soon as we saw that Snake Eyes was available, Elliot goes, "I'm playing a Snake Eyes," and I go, "No, you're not." I go, "You could be sci-fi."
He agreed last week that sci-fi was the coolest GI Joe.
I know.
Right?
Oh no, yeah, I know. He's like, "Well, okay, I guess he's kind of cool still." I'm like, "Yeah, he is. You're sci-fi."
Right. Wombat's planting the seed. Like, sci-fi is actually like really cool. Like last week. So this week you can just.
And I will say, after that, he wanted to watch a couple of episodes of the G.I. Joe cartoon, which he had never seen before. So he watched. I guess this is leading us into watch his bitches. But thanks to Shipwreck, we were able to watch a handful of episodes of the G.I. Joe cartoon. So.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I owe you a thank you for that.
I will say the ending of the game is I was expecting there to be something more than what the other levels were. Like, you expect to get to the end of the game and there to be like a big finale or something, and it just felt like you just played another level in the game, basically.
It's called running out of money, development money, and then they just had to end it.
How do we end it? Just slap the end on in big letters.
A lot. That happens all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
But
so 7.5, right?
Yeah, it's a 7.5, but it's a solid 7. Like, you're not gonna get another GI Joe game, right? Like, this is the GI Joe game that we were provided, and we didn't deserve a GI Joe game. There's no reason for them to be giving us a GI Joe game.
Right.
It's not a hot property.
You're saying just be grateful, basically.
Right. Just be grateful we got a GI Joe game, and it's probably the best GI Joe game ever.
Right. So don't ask too many questions. Like, if you want a GI Joe game, this one's pretty good. Sounds like.
Yeah, and Dashiell's been playing the Transformers Destruction game, Devastation.
Yep.
That's the new one?
No, that's the old one.
No, that's the one. That's the platinum one that from a couple years back. That is definitely a better game than the GI Joe game.
Okay.
And that one's surprisingly playable for him. Like, if you put it on easy, I thought it might be too hard, but he's doing just fine with it.
Nice.
But,
yeah,
yep.
That's
good to know.
I finished that game. It couldn't have been horrible. I mean, it has Devastator in it.
Yeah, right off the bat. Like, there's no Devastator in the GI Joe game.
Right. They're down. They're -1 already.
Yeah.
-5 actually.
So you watched some GI Joe though?
Yes. We started watching them actually in order from season 1.
Right.
So lots of Duke.
There's a lot of Duke.
Boring Duke.
And there's also the weird Snake Eyes where he's not wearing gloves for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
He has just like regular skin hands, but everything else on him is completely covered in black, except for skin hands.
Skin hands. Darkness wants to know what's up with those GI Joe figures that you got, Chip.
Oh, the
ones on Twitter you posted.
The ones on Twitter. So Walmart has a exclusive retro line of GI Joe toys right now that instantly sell out. Like all things GI Joe right now, which is the hottest property in the world.
What?
Because they didn't make enough is the reason. They had no idea that people were starving for GI Joe,
right?
And then they put something out, and like the figures that came out at Target, the exclusive Target figures, those were $20 figures. I think they go for like $150, $180 now, just because they didn't make enough. But the ones at Walmart are retro inspired, so the vehicles look to be straight up reissues, but the figures are like the updated like 25th anniversary ones. So they're better than the old figures, but the same size as the old figures.
Right.
They have better like articulation and detail and everything. So.
Right.
It's good.
Cool.
Good luck finding any of this stuff.
Right. It's like almost not even worth talking about because unless you're willing to go on eBay and just fork over major cash. What else we got here? Is that it for the show feedback?
That was it.
All right. That's
There
it.
were only 5 comments, and one of them was a question you answered in the comment section. So I was going to bring it up.
I'm awesome.
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.